Pascal Habisoni lives in Musanze district of the northern province and got a job in VUP back in 2011, working to make terraces and build other infrastructure to fight soil erosion in his home sector of Gashachi, earning 1,500 Rwandan francs per day. That may not seem like much, but by the time the work was done, he had earned close to 1 million Rwandan francs. I bought a cow for 120,000 Rwandan francs from that money, and it eventually got calves. I also bought a plot of land to farm on for 160,000 Rwandan francs, and I grew beans on it to this day. I also bought another plot of land for 155,000 Rwandan francs, which I grow trees on and sell the wood when they mature. I also built my house near those trees. That initial 800,000 Rwandan francs I got has made a lot more money for me since. I used to live up in the hills, and now I have moved here where there is infrastructure. Even electricity gets here. In 2017, Pascal took a loan at the local savings cooperative as part of VUP to start his business and opened a depot for soft drinks as well as alcohol. Of the initial 800,000 Rwandan francs I got from the work I did, not much was left for this business, and I was only able to buy these bottle cases. I had no starting capital, and that came from the loan they gave me of 1.2 million Rwandan francs, and that is reflected in the records I keep. Another man who took a loan the same time as I did, Celestine, has developed at an even faster rate and now owns a car. All that came from the VUP loan they gave us at an interest rate of 2%. Pascal's neighbors have confirmed that he did indeed make all the progress he claims thanks to VUP. He's not lying. He got all that from VUP. He worked as a technician in VUP making terraces in Mge. That is what gave him the boost to go into business for himself. I worked in VUP as well, and we have all made progress thanks to it. Those without livestock were able to buy it and get manure for their crops and develop.
I
was the sort of woman who asks her husband to buy everything for her. Soap, clothes, shoes, everything really. Because of VUP, we have now made some progress. I pay for health insurance, send my children to school, and even though I am not able to pay 100% of their school fees up front, I do so nevertheless in installments. When you get that pig or cow and have a plot of land, however small, you can then cultivate some crops and use the manure you already have thanks to VUP. Your children then get food because in these parts you can only grow crops on land that has seen the use of manure or fertilizers. That means without livestock you grow nothing. That is why VUP is so important to us, and we believe it should be in all parts of the country. VUP stands on three important pillars through which it is able to assist beneficiaries. Support known as Ingoboka, provided to local residents, small loans and manual labor jobs. The first is the only one to have now reached all 416 sectors of the country, while the other two are in 300 of those sectors, and only 70% of beneficiaries are given work due to budget restrictions. The money is not yet enough to enable all three pillars to reach all sectors of the country at once, but that is our dream, what the government is working towards, and the wish of the Ministry of Local Government. Even though we plan for the next fiscal year incorporating all sectors, when the implementation phase comes, the available resources dictate what is done. The Vision 2020 Umurenje program, or VUP, was launched back in 2008 with a budget of 1.58 billion Rwandan francs in 30 sectors, just one for each of the country's districts. Over the years, that budget has swelled to 70 billion Rwandan francs annually.